All right, back here with the Olmi revolver. Gun is clear. All right, so finally got a chance to take this out to the range and try it out. And the biggest fear I had after adjusting the trigger weight down was, is it going to function correctly? And unfortunately, I ran into some issues. So I did lighten the trigger down. If you saw my other video, down to about a 6.5 pound trigger. And when I took it out and tested it, ran into some issues. So you'll see here in the video of the test fire, had some issues in double action. All right, got the Olmi revolver here. We got some PPU 158 grain jacketed hollow points. First up, single action. All right, let's try double action. Doesn't go off. Got light primer strikes on the double action. All right, so we made a hammer adjustment. What I've noticed is in double action, that hammer doesn't go back as far. So I added some tension back to the spring. We'll try it again in double action, see if that fixes the problem. All right, so what I've noticed, if you take the hammer back slowly in double action, it will go off. If you squeeze it quicker, it does not. So I'm gonna have to adjust it again, add a little bit more tension, because if you try to shoot it fast, still is not going off every time. All right, so added some more weight to it. Let's see if it works better in double action this time. All right, I've got a couple of light primer strikes that time. It's getting better. I will show pictures in the video where exactly I'm adjusting that nut back to. I think this last fix ought to do it. All right, so as you can see, I ran into some issues in double action. Like I stated in the video, single action didn't have any issues. Hammer, all the way in this position, has enough energy, even as light as I had it, to go off. But when in double action, it short strokes it. So you have to compensate for that by adding some additional weight to the hammer spring to make it work right. Took 3 adjustments to get it where I needed to. Now, what you're going to ask is, well, what did that do to the overall weight of the trigger? Now, what was originally a 6.5 pound trigger, it's about an 8 pound trigger now. That's about as light as I could get it to show on my machine, was 8 pounds. So it's not nearly as bad as it was when it was right out of the box, but it's not as light as you can loosen it down to and make it. So there's always a trade-off there, and that's one of the reasons why when you do trigger jobs for most revolvers, they just send you a spring, because they've already tested that spring and they know that it's going to typically function correctly in the specific revolver it's made for. A lot of times with like Wolf, they send you 3 springs. So if you order a trigger and a hammer spring, you end up getting 6, and they're all about a pound different, and that's just so you can tune it in to make sure it's going to still function. With this one, I kind of knew going into it, this was going to be a trial and error process here. I was going to have to lighten it up as much as I could, test it, see if it functioned. If it didn't, add weight, and that's what I ended up doing. So it took 3 times. The last one, shot it 7 times. Not a hiccup with any of them. It worked just fine. As far as the function of the gun, as far as how it handles and shoots, it's a very pleasant gun to shoot. The weight of this revolver really absorbs the recoil. It was fun to shoot, didn't hurt my hand. It seemed to be pretty accurate. So it's a pleasant gun to shoot. It's not a abusive firearm. Like I said, it helps that it's heavy, and it helps that the grips are the shape that they are. That it's a very form-fitting grip. That helps as well. Hopefully you can see the pictures that I put in the video of where I finally adjusted to. Like I said, if you want to go by weight, just know that it's going to be at least 8 pounds, 8 to 8.5 pounds after adjusting weight back to it. So it's not going to be a 6.5 pound trigger. But hopefully this saves you a little bit of time when you're adjusting this with your revolver. Save you a little bit of ammo, gives you a starting point, and then you can go from there. But let me know in the comments if you've tried this, if you've run into any issues, and let me know what you think.